Well, hello guys, what up? And what is good? It's your boy JA back for another video here. I'm glad it's last night's win of Veterans Day from yesterday. The Anaheim Ducks beat their first hockey team, the Seattle Kraken, at Climate Pledge Arena, and at Canadian Tire Center, it's the Kings beating the Senators. But the Kings fan was telling the Senators that after the Kings win, you can't beat LA because you don't beat LA. So I'm glad the Ducks and the Clippers and the Kings won last night in basketball and hockey game. So I'm glad that it was a great hockey game and a basketball game like last night. It was a good day and great day and an awesome day from last night, from last night, yesterday's Veterans Day game in hockey and basketball between the Ducks and the Kraken, the Kings and the Senators, the Clippers and the Heat. So the Clippers won on a close game against the Miami Heat when they went without Jimmy Butler, because Tyler Herro is one of the goodest basketball players from the Heat, as I know. So the Clippers are winning without Kawhi more, but the Clippers are doing great, but go Clips go. So from last night's game, it was a great game in hockey and basketball between the Ducks and the Kraken. The Ducks play the Canucks on Sunday, and then, the Ducks play on Sunday against the Canucks when the Kings play the Jets on tomorrow's Saturday game. The Clippers play two games, as I know. So I'm glad the Ducks beat the Kraken. The Kings beat the Senators, and the Clippers beat the Heat. Hashtag beat the Heat. Hashtag beat the Sens. Hashtag beat Seattle. I know. But yeah, I'm absolutely right. The Ducks beat the Kraken, but I don't want to forget about it. But okay. Let me go back. So I'm glad the Ducks beat the Kraken last night at Seattle. The Kings beat the Senators on the road to Ottawa, and the Clippers won at home in LA against the Heat. So I'm glad that the Ducks will play on Sunday night against the Canucks after on the road trip to Seattle to play the Kraken. So from Tuesday to Thursday on Veterans Day, from the 9th to the 11th, the Ducks beat two teams in hockey, but they beat the Canucks and they beat the Kraken. So I believe how the Ducks beat the Kraken and the Canucks, but they're looking to beat Vancouver on Sunday night hockey in Honda Center in Anaheim when Ryan Getzlaf is way better than some of this newest Canuck like Ekman Larson and Connor Garland, because they got rid of Roussel, Eriksson, and Beagle. But, so Shattenkirk is that good. But Kevin Shattenkirk had a goal like last night. But, Lindholm, yeah, him too. He got a goal like last night. So the Anaheim Ducks beat the Seattle Kraken, and I'm so glad they beat them. I'm glad we beat the first hockey team, the Kraken of Seattle. The Ducks, I believe that the Ducks are in second place, as the Kings are in a wild card spot in hockey with the Predators, as the Sharks got out of a wild card spot. So the Anaheim Ducks in second place with the Oilers and the Flames. So the Flames lost last night to the Canadiens, and the Oilers beat the Bruins. They beat Boston, but after the Oilers won against the Bruins, but the Oilers fans told Boston fans, you can't beat the Oilers. If you can't beat them, join them. Like that happened in 1990 Stanley Cup final, but not except 99 when the Stars beat the Sabres. But in 1999, Mark Messier and then Jari Kurri and Wayne Gretzky, the big three of the Edmonton Oilers, has always been defeating the Bruins in Stanley Cup finals since 90s. When the Oilers had beat Boston, that time that Gretzky and Messier were the GOAT, and Jari Kurri too. And then, first of all, Edmonton beat Boston because the Bruins lose to the Oilers like last night because of McDavid and Draisaitl. So Leon Draisaitl is becoming like Wayne Gretzky, Mark Messier, and Jari Kurri, and then Ryan Smith. I believe how I'm so glad the Oilers beat the Bruins last night. I believe on Sunday night hockey in Boston, we got the renewed rival, the Bruins and the Canadiens. It's going to be at 4 o'clock before my Ducks hockey game against the Canucks. At a hockey game in Honda Center between the Ducks and the Canucks. And on Sunday, we have a football game, the Chargers and the Vikings. And then Sunday, on a Sunday night basketball game, we got the Clippers and the Bulls. We're going to call it the Jordan series because of DeAndre Jordan and Michael Jordan, the top two ghosts. But DeAndre Jordan's still on the Lakers, but he used to play for the Clippers. Michael Jordan, too, he used to play for the Bulls, and he used to play for the Wizards. And that's why that I believe this is going to happen, So much as to compare great hockey game and a great basketball game last night, but until tomorrow, we got more like the Kings and the Jets, the Ducks and the Canucks. And we got the Clippers and the Timberwolves, the Clippers and the Bulls coming along. So it's a lot of more dedication when Ryan Getzlaf, Kawhi Leonard, Dustin Brown, Anze Kopitar, and Rickard Rakell, Paul George, and Eric Bledsoe. But top 7, but they're the GOATs. The Beast and the great man ever of all. So, by the way, the Oilers won last night against the Bruins because McDavid is still better than Pastrnak. I even care about the Oilers beating Boston that time since 1990 Stanley Cup Final. Since 1989 Stanley Cup Final, the Flames beat the Canadiens, and then this year in 2021, the Canadiens gave the revenge to the Calgary Flames right after their Stanley Cup loss. But so the Montreal Canadiens still trail their postseason playoff Stanley Cup results against Calgary 1-0. Because of Lanny McDonald and then Patrick Roy, they were great because of Larry Robinson. I believe how the Canadiens were good in 1989 when they faced the Flames in the Stanley Cup Final. But they tied at 1 since 86. But, the Montreal Canadiens took their postseason results with the first lead 1-0 over Calgary. But then Calgary tied it up because of the Stanley Cup rematch since 1989 and 1986. But, the first Stanley Cup playoff, but the Stanley Cup final meeting for the first time was 1986. It was the Canadiens and the Flames, but, I believe why? Because the Montreal Canadiens began to defeat the Calgary Flames in 1986 Stanley Cup final, and then the Canadiens' postseason result with a lead was 1-0, and the trail for the Calgary was 1-0 with the trail of a postseason playoff result. And then the results were tied at 1 because the Canadiens lose the Stanley Cup Final 89 to Calgary. Because I've said like that, it's easy to way to win because if you're a Canadiens fan that beats the Calgary Flames last night since 1989, 1986 Stanley Cup Final, then you gave them a revenge for a good reason. I believe how the Clippers, back in the time the Clippers were in the first Western Conference Final since 2021, a year ago today. So we lost to the Phoenix Suns in 6. We almost won at 6 or we won at 4. But, it's a lot of chances of all, at the same time. And I believe how the Ducks will win on Sunday against the Canucks, and the Kings will win Saturday against the Jets, or they could lose. The streak is going, but the Clippers, 2 games, Saturday and Sunday, back-to-back games. And then since the 2014 Stanley Cup playoffs, the Canadiens and the Bruins on Sunday night. And we got the Chiefs and Raiders on Sunday night, but, it's a great rivalry. I believe how this is great, but, it's kind of fun. It's kind of easy, I'm just making it easy. I just got to find out if you like. So I believe that Drew Doughty's been great, but, Anze Kopitar is easy. But, what you say about Eric Bledsoe and then Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. But, I'm not going to forget it, but just kidding. Let me go back. Sometimes you win or lose at a same season, playoff, postseason, and championship as always. But, every time that every time the Ducks win without Bob Murray, it's kind of good because we are winning without Bob Murray. But the Kings still have Todd McClellan. He's a great coach too. And Tyronn Lue, he's a great coach. Dallas Eakins is good. And, it's a great day from last night. It was an honor day for me to go to a boat parade on yesterday in San Diego, but it was a great day from yesterday. I took some pictures of them, and they were cool. And, I'm so happy that last night's game in Seattle, Ottawa, and LA, I'm glad. Ducks won a hockey game with the Kings against the Kraken and the Senators, and the Clippers beating the Heat in LA. But, kind of fun eaters. So I'm gonna wrap this up, guys. What is good, y'all? And I'll see y'all later. It's your boy Jay, and peace out, y'all. Bye.